Rico's back with another round of 5-star reviews. Oh, you've been going out and about around town here, Rico?
I'm a man on the town, man.
Yeah, all right. Well, then share with us one of your 5-star reviews. What do you got?
I have two of them. So what do you want, Dutch Brothers or Panda Express?
You know, I know you get that Dutch every morning, so let me hear that Dutch Brothers 5-star.
All right. Turn off the music. It doesn't match the vibe.
I need a little bit of bed music
Not
here.
porn reviews, dude.
All right, well, go ahead.
Twice a week, my truck and I prowl these 5 a.m. streets meditating on the meaning of life through contradictory lenses of cynicism and hope, whilst gazing through the plumes of cigarette smoke at the other poor, quiet morning souls, dead-eyed and dragging their obligations with them to some forsaken desert location, while the rest of society is lucky enough to still be lying in a bed of temporal bliss until the screams of electronic alarm banshees jerk them back into the perpetual hellfire we call modern society.
Are we still talking coffee?
Yeah.
Jack
Then I see
Kerouac?
it. Then I see it. The glimmer of hope. The big blue windmill.
Oh, yes.
The reliable oasis of delicious caffeination and unadulterated purity. Every time I pull up to the window, the overwhelming aura of joy and serenity basks my battered and sleep-deprived body in a wash of white light, and the window cherubs, who may or may not be Dutch, let alone male siblings, look me in my devil-red eyes and inquire into the state of my personal countenance. Anywhere else, my entire being would recoil in the horror of having to converse with another soul at such an ungodly hour.
Oh, no.
But here, nay. 'Tis holy ground. After about 30 seconds of philosophical generalities and profound discoveries, I am handed my tall, icy cup of beige bliss, complete with 5 shots of extra espresso,
Yes.
a smile, and a farewell before the wheels roll back into darkness. But no longer is the darkness safe, for now I am the light. I will fear no evil, for brothers Dutch art with me. Thy straw and thy cup, they comfort me. Also, I'm happy they speak English and not Dutch. I've had some bad experiences with the Dutch. These brothers are the only exception. 5 stars.
Oh, nice. That's an excellent poetic review for Dutch Bros.
Oh, yeah.
Keep an eye on the Yelp reviews there. You'll see Rico pop up here and there. And that was Jack Kerouac style. I mean, honestly, it was a little bit poetic. It was a little bit of like a man like on the road journaling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I better get a free kicker for that one.
I hope you do.
Yeah.
All right, you have another 5-star review for
Yeah,
us?
I got Panda Express.
No, well, yeah. I mean, I don't understand. I don't see how Panda Express's review could be any more beautiful than Dutch Brothers review, but
It can be.
okay.
All right.
Let's hear it.
Here's the one on University Boulevard.
Oh, yes, that's a good one.
I came here on a recommendation from a date on Tinder that went horribly. We had the standard normal conversations and questions. You know, what's your body count? Do you have daddy issues? Do you think Jamie Foxx is an alien?
Oh.
And of course, what's your favorite animal? I said, I don't like animals except for pandas. And then she got all weird about it because she was a zoologist.
Oh.
Only pandas? She angrily inquired. I told her, yeah, because they're the only ones that know Kung Fu. Expecting her to laugh because she also mentioned that the only celebrity she would bang was Jack Black.
Yeah.
She didn't laugh.
Oh,
She just looked puzzled, and about 10 seconds later, she made a smug joke. She goes, well, I guess you only eat at Panda Express then.
Ooh.
I fired back with, no, if I like pandas, why would I eat panda meat?
Yeah, good point.
She laughed, and I was confused, and then she was confused when she saw I wasn't laughing. Are you being serious? Do you think they only serve panda meat? A bead of sweat formed at the top of my eyebrow. My head started spinning, and I got cold, and a nervous laugh came out. You're serious, aren't you? She reiterated. And then it dawned on me. You guys don't serve panda meat. She got real quiet. The only noise at the cafe was my fingers tapping on the table, and then she looked at a cheap painting on the wall and abruptly stated, yeah, you should go sometime. Really good orange chicken.
Oh,
Then she grabbed her handbag and walked out without looking back. It took me about a week to get over that really awkward situation. After that, my favorite OnlyFans girl comforted me and told me I wasn't stupid, but I'm not sure if that was because I sent extra money or not.
right. Probably was.
Anyway, came in, ordered the orange chicken, and brought it to my car, where I stared at the dashboard for about 5 minutes battling some demons, and then decided to take a bite. Holy moly, she was right about your orange chicken. Keep up the good work, and if you actually ever do serve panda, I feel like I need to give that a try. Vindication and all that jazz.
Yeah, you have to.
I'll be back. 5 stars.
Oh, well, I don't know if you're doing the Yelp reviews right. Like most people just go and they comment on the atmosphere and how good the food tastes. It feels like you went a little deep on that one, but there you go.
Yeah.
Rico's 5-star reviews. Keep an eye on Yelp for those. We're going to hit the reset when we come back. Major concert announcement plus tickets to give away for said concert. That's coming up next on Beefing Presents. Right now. All right. We are live on the podcast. Let me mute. And let me reintroduce to you our guests here this hour. This is Ayla in the bottom right-hand corner. Good morning, Ayla.
Hey, good morning.
And thank you for joining us. Ayla is a part of Borderlands Brewing, which is, of course, there's a couple locations, but the main location with that beautiful patio and the setup they have there and that historic, not train station, but what was that? What was the building before? Was it a train station? The Borderlands Brewing location?
Essentially, so it was a historic train stop. It used to be an old produce warehouse. So it's a place where the train would stop on the side of the tracks to pick up produce to be delivered.
Yes. Now you could just get them to like stop by and pick up some beer.
Yeah, exactly. There is no more produce at that facility.
Right. No, just a lot of hops and wheat and whatnot. So yeah, that's going to be the home base for this Tucson Foodie Craft Beer Crawl. And this is the 6th annual. Is that correct?
Sure.
Yeah. Are you counting? Are you keeping
like
along?
that.
Yeah.
It's been a few years since we did one, right? So I can't remember. It's just the 6th one or the 5th one. I don't know.
Yeah. That's how many have you been involved in, Ayla? Do you recall?
Maybe 3 or 4.
More than me.
Okay.
But
Yeah. And you were working with Borderlands during the entire COVID time too, right?
yes, exactly. I've been with Borderlands. I've been brewing for them for 5 years. So it's really been a journey, especially through COVID.
Yeah, you're one of the brewers as well. So that's when I met Ayla when we did a walkthrough. She had her big brewing boots on, big rubber boots.
Oh, she's got them on right now in the studio.
Do you have the boots on?
I don't go anywhere without these boots. They're steel toe.
Well, we won't mess around to find out. But, that's, yeah. So you've been brewing for how long?
Gosh, it's been 9 years now
Wow.
that I've been brewing commercially in Tucson.
Nice. So is that something that, we're going to be on the air, but I'm going to carry that question over here. Rock 102.1 KFMA. That was Jack by Hardy as we're hanging out here on the podcast broadcast this Saturday. It's a huge craft beer crawl, Tucson Foodie Craft Beer Crawl happening downtown. And the home base is Borderlands Brewing. And we're speaking with Ayla, who is a brewer from Borderlands Brewing. And your official title is what? Like manager, general manager, something like that? Jill of all trades?
It's the chick that gets stuff done is
Yeah.
really
There you go.
it's really what it is. But head brewer, director of production, the lady in charge.
Yeah. So how did you get into brewing? Did you go to school for this? Was this just something that you worked at a brewery and eventually started figuring out some tips and tricks and worked your way in, or what?
Yeah, totally. So I had started home brewing, and originally was working for the U of A in a research position. Loved research. Turned out I loved beer just a little bit more, and quickly went into the beer industry. Begged a brewery for a job. Worked my way up from scrubbing floors and washing kegs to doing what I'm doing now, 8 years later.
Yeah, I mean, and you don't look like the stereotypical brewer in my mind, and I mean that as a compliment. But for whatever reason, when I think of a brewer, I'm thinking someone that looks like a lumberjack in a way. Got a beer belly, long beard, disheveled, probably flannel,
Like John Candy with a beard, basically.
Yeah, a little less than John Candy,
It kind of looks like you're describing Shane right now.
a chubbier version of Shane,
Wait, isn't that you, Beef? Aren't you the
Yeah,
chubby
yeah.
version
I'm
of me?
actually describing me. I should be the brewer.
Wait a minute.
You just drink the beer.
Yes,
Make it.
I enjoy drinking the beer, and so you've you've been a fan of beer, and you just love beer so much that you like brewing it.
I love beer. I love the community. And you know what? There's actually a lot of women who are brewing all throughout the U.S. And Borderlands brews a lot with other women brewers all throughout Mexico.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So we actually have a couple collaborations that we do every year. And we get down to Mexico, brew a couple times a year with them. host them at our facility as well. So it's pretty cool. The face of beer is definitely changing.
Yeah, and evolving for sure. Now, when we go down there to do our live podcast for the Tucson Foodie Craft Beer Crawl this Saturday from 12 to 5, tickets available at TucsonFoodie.com. Part of the segments that we're going to be doing is essentially doing tastings with the brewers to kind of get a little behind the scenes or a little more information on each individual beer, because it is a craft. Everything that you put into it, you are essentially a chef, an artist. We're combining ingredients to create flavors to please the palate. What is your favorite beer that you brew right now? And tell me a little bit about it.
You know what? It's probably going to have to be our prickly pear wheat. We love using local ingredients. What I love about this beer is people always have that misconception that prickly pear is really sweet and sugary, and maybe that's because we're used to drinking syrupy prickly pear margaritas.
Right.
But this prickly pear fruit, it's local, organic, and fresh. We spend a lot of time pressing and filtering this out so that we can put it in a beer. I love that this beer, it drinks like a traditional American wheat, and it finishes pretty dry. So it's not too sweet, but you just get the essence of some of those desert flavors.
Wow, yeah. And it's a long process to get the prickly pears and squeeze out all that fluid and get that flavor. And you have to filter out. How many times do you have to filter it out?
So fortunately, there's someone else who we go to who will pick all the prickly pear, but it will take us hours. We could spend half a day just filtering and filtering.
Is there any ingredient that you tried to incorporate into a beer that just didn't work? Where you're like, oh, let's try this. This is crazy. It just might work and fail.
I have a whole list. I mean, it's like peanut butter, Girl Scout cookies, you name it. I mean, all kinds of things that I've tried to throw into beers, and it was just not so great. Not so great.
That's good, though. You got to throw things against the wall and see what sticks. Absolutely. All right, we're going to have more here with Ayla from Borderland Brewing, of course, Shane from TucsonFoodie.com. And if you want to join us, because we're going to be partying, playing games live, getting to know each individual beer and different brewers involved in them for the annual Tucson Foodie Craft Beer Crawl happening this Saturday from 12 to 5. Get your tickets now or stick around, because coming up next, we will give you an opportunity to win a pair of tickets for free, because a party is great if you paid to get in, but it's even better when you get in for free, right? So we'll keep the conversation moving. YouTube.com/BeefVegan, or keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1. Clear. All right. So I'm throwing out all that information. Sometimes I get a little tied up, a little tongue-tied, because I'm just plug, move things forward, plug. I mentioned your establishment several times. You notice that? Yeah, that's right. We're still on here. You can talk. And of course, I say TucsonFoodie.com like it's nobody's business. Oh, I forgot.
We see you, Beef.
Yeah. Okay. Did you see Shane's logo? See, we don't have a logo for you yet, Ayla.
We'll get one.
Yes, we'll get one. But here's Shane's logo for TucsonFoodie.com.
Pretty descriptive.
Yeah. Spot on. So,
Rico made us, and he took the hair off the top of Kramer.
Yes, that's what he did. That's all he did. And honestly, it does. You can't even tell the difference.
It totally works.
It does work. It's
Jerry.
It's eerily similar. So let's go.
Yep.
So
Wow.
isn't that perfect?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So shout out
Signature.
Kramer. Thank you for helping us come up with this logo. It's a froception.
We're just gonna have her climbing out of a beer keg.
How about the boots? We got to go with the boots.
Big boots.
Yeah. Let me see your boots. Hold on.
Yeah, those are
I got
no
that.
joke.
Here.
You can't just ask a woman to see her boots.
Let me see your
I'm not saying take them off and let me see your feet. Let's see the big rubber boots you're wearing. I sent you the invite through your email, Rico. See if you can't answer it on your phone, and then you have the handheld camera.
We live in the future.
Exactly. Because you got to show people those boots that you're stomping. And that's your outfit. I mean, that's your uniform when you go and brew. So you talked about peanut butter being an ingredient that didn't work, even though that would be nice, a little peanut butter chocolate dark ale. But yeah, what was it about the peanut butter that just didn't connect or didn't translate to the beer?
Actually, so it's really just the format. So I've tried extracts, powdered peanut butter, regular peanut butter, and really the powders actually work the best. Like that PB2 you can buy it at Costco.
Boat
Yeah.
cam.
Boot cam, there's those boots.
Boots.
You weren't kidding with that. Did you? Are you going straight into the brewery right after this?
Yeah, of course.
You ever wear these out on special occasions?
I mean, they're so comfortable. I like to just wear them all the time.
That's the problem.
So-
See, I knew you were going to do that. You get so comfortable in wearing those boots.
They're so great. And the thing is, like, I always get questions about them. So right now it's kind of raining, so I don't get any
Makes
questions.
sense.
But in the dead of summer, I have folks in the grocery store
Yeah.
all of the time. They ask me, they go, "Where are you going wearing those boots?"
Right.
And I say, "Oh, I use them for my job." And they go, "What do you do?" And I actually tell people all the time, "Oh, I work on a boat." And
I'm a
I'm like,
longshoreman.
and half the time, folks are like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense."
Yeah, those good boat shoes
like-
in the middle of the desert.
But does it though? Does it?
I think they're just not arguing you
I
because
know.
in my head, I'm like, there's a woman who's about to go fucking murder someone.
Exactly.
You know, those are murdering boots right there.
Serial killer boots.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so you'll wear them into Whole Foods.
I could see you at IBTs in the boots just dancing at 2 a.m. just drunk.
For like industrial night. Oh wait, I'm
Yeah.
thinking of somewhere else now.
Okay.
Not
Yeah.
IPTs. Who knows?
Have you ever worn the boots on a date? Be honest.
Come on.
If it's a date that you wanted to make sure for a fact it's going to be a last date.
If it's like I'm just getting off work, I don't have time to change. I guess I could have another pair of shoes in my car, huh?
Yeah, you
But I
could
just
always.
didn't.
You don't go
Yeah.
there.
But I'm just like, well, this is what you get. This is what it is.
That's insane,
You
though,
know?
in the summertime when you wear those boots because it's so hot, right? So I got to imagine that just like your feet are like 300 degrees in the middle of summer wearing rubber boots like that. There's no ventilation.
The trick, it's the socks. So I'm
Ah.
very particular about my smart wool socks.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
All right, that's good. See, tricks of the trade. And shout out Chef Gary. In fact, actually, I'm going to try
Hey.
to see if Travis Peters, Chef Travis, pops in on the stream. I'm going to send him an invite because, of
He's
course,
wrestling alligators right now.
yeah, today is obviously Mardi Gras, as we know, Fat Tuesday, and Chef Travis is whipping together two special Mardi Gras parties. He's got one that's downtown at the Delta, the recently opened Delta. It's been about a year, and the other one at the Parish, which he does annually and does block party stuff. Let's see if I can find his.
Have you guys been to New Orleans for Mardi Gras?
Oh yeah.
The actual
Not yet.
bucket list.
Oh yeah.
It's on your bucket list.
Yeah.
I thought you were there.
Well, for Mardi Gras.
Oh yeah, not for Mardi Gras. You were there just on. a
It's
regular
Bourbon
Tuesday.
Streets. Yeah, it's a shit show no matter what.
Yeah. You're gonna see
Still.
boobs. If you got beads, you're gonna see boobs, regardless.
Not the good kinds, but
No, I know. So let's set up. We're setting up this big show extravaganza at the Borderlands, which Borderlands does live entertainment all the time. So this is actually a perfect place to put on this live podcast because they got the stage, they got a patio that's just beautiful. With all the great trees and shading and benches. So, in fact, actually being on the patio in Borderlands, downtown Tucson, kind of transplants you, makes you feel like you're somewhere else. You're like not in Arizona. It kind of gives me Cali vibes or even like Sedona vibes in a way. How off am I in that? Am I alone in thinking this? Yeah. Well,
you were drunk.
What's Beef talking about?
are you not listening?
Cali vibes.
I'm setting the scene here.
He's passing the ball to you guys.
Yeah. I mean, when you see the patio in Borderlands, does it not kind of like transplant you? Does it not? It doesn't look like it's an Arizona patio, is what I'm saying.
Oh, I hear you. I mean, it is a really awesome patio. We're talking about the
Portland-esque.
courtyard in front of Borderlands.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
It's
Lots
great.
of trees, great seating. It's
You're
huge.
instantly reminded once the train comes by.
That's
So
true.
it's a pretty nice, loud
It's a little waste.
Oh,
train.
Are people doing this the whole time?
how long? I mean,
yeah.
How
All the
often
time.
does that train come by an average work day for you? How many times are you hearing it?
Every 15 minutes.
Shut up. Is it every 15 minutes?
It's like living in New York,
Wow.
the subway.
That's why you wear serial killer boots. 'Cause you're ready to snap at any moment. No, I mean, every 15 minutes you hear it.
Well, so we don't brew at that facility anymore. So I'm
Oh,
a
yeah.
mile down the street at another train track, close
Yeah.
to Barrio Brewing Company. But the train there is quiet.
Yeah.
We do our weekly core team meetings with Tucson Foodie on Mondays at Borderlands.
Ooh.
You should come crash it. It's at 4:30.
I will.
It's an hour and a half, and we always hear like 6-7 trains.
Say just in one meeting, 6 or 7 trains.
Hour and a half meetings.
I'll tell you what,
6-7
you're giving me
trains.
PTSD and flashbacks.
Yeah.
I lived in Flagstaff. I went to NAU for a while, and and there's a train track that goes through town, right? Which isn't a big deal, but there is no air conditioning in Flagstaff. So on summer nights, you leave the windows wide open. And then in the middle of the night, you're hearing that train go through, honk that horn nonstop. And it drove me mad for sure.
I like it, man. I think it's part of the
Charm.
Charm, yeah.
Well, it's especially great in a day drinking event like the beer crawl because you're going to have that whole street kind of blocked off. It's big party, different. So what is the setup that you're going to have on the street as far as vendors? Are there going to be vendors pouring on the street within there?
Oh yeah, I think there's 6 or 7 vendors pouring at Borderland specifically. But they'll all have tents all over the street there. What is that, 6th?
7.
Yeah, 7th? Yeah. Okay, yeah, all over 7th. And then also you'll be set up in the courtyard.
Yep.
Running your game.
Yeah. Yeah. And we'll be talking with all our guests there, but we're also going to be kind of, infiltrating the crowd with our handheld cameras and doing games and coming to the people. So we won't make the people come to us. We'll go straight to the people and put them on the spot because a lot of people get nervous trying to get on stage, right? To do a game. So, if we stick a camera in their face, we kind of give them no option. Be like, here you go. We're doing this.
It tends to be when you mix beer with that equation, though, it's usually not too hard.
Yeah, it's true.
There's like, yeah.
Yeah, and I want to
Crazy
do.
uncles.
We're gonna do a couple different variations of our games, and I felt like it'd be fun to do kind of like a beer drinking trivia, right? With the theory that, if you chug beer or alcohol, it pauses the brain cells for just a few minutes or a few seconds. So what I'll do with one of these games is I'll make sure I have 2 contestants that have, a good sample cup, or maybe we'll get a pitcher and fill up their cups to the legal limit. And then we'll ask a trivia question. Then they got to slam the drink. Whoever finishes the drink and answers the question correctly first will win. But that's part of the thing. So we'll ask the question, then they got to chug it. So it becomes a race/trivia contest. Same time. What do you think of that idea?
Well, don't forget they're only having 2-ounce pours.
No, I know.
Okay.
So it'll be like a shot.
It's going to be a shot. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll double up. Maybe we'll top it off. You top it off and make 4 just for the game.
No. But they could, they couldn't even get more than 1. I was thinking they could do a little flight, but they have their single glass. That's all they have.
Yeah. What's the legality there? Are my ideas breaking all types of laws?
You could challenge them to shoot the 2-ouncer, but I think that's as far as we can take it because with the license, we have to be giving away free tastings. We're not selling alcohol.
Ah,
And they
yes.
have to be a certain size. Yeah, that's part of it. That's how these things work. Yeah.
And I suppose I can't have them snort it.
I don't know why you couldn't do that.
Suppository.
I mean, I don't see why not.
It's a liability thing. I've done it. We used to
Snorted
do
the beer?
Steve-O shots in the club. You know what a Steve-O shot is?
Wasabi.
No. A Steve-O shot is Steve-O's a nut for this. Yeah, snort a line of salt,
Oh, yeah.
take the shot of tequila, and then squirt the lime in your eye. Yeah. Yeah. And I would do this as I was a nightclub DJ and MC, right? I applied actually just to do the games at a nightclub, and they just put me behind the DJ turntables, and that's how I became like a DJ, right? And we would play these games all the time. I would come up with all these crazy little bar games that we would play to give out like bar tabs. And the Steve-O shot was one of them where you would snort the line of salt and then take the shot of tequila and squirt lime in your eye. And then there was other ridiculous stuff, a lot of stuff that we found out in hindsight, highly illegal. You shouldn't been able to do any of that stuff, especially when a liquor license was involved. So yeah, live and learn.
Yeah.
I mean, we never necessarily got in trouble for it. And I was just, it wasn't my fault. I was just being creative. I'm like, what's some fun stuff that we could do? And that's kind of like what we're going to do this Saturday at Borderlands, but within the parameters of the law. We're going to be playing Tap Out, Last Word, and things. Yeah. No, I'm trying to get you excited, really. It's like, you want to see me walk that fine line of what's legal and entertaining and what's maybe not that legal and super entertaining? TucsonFoodie.com. Get your tickets right now. That's how we sell. In fact, Tucson Foodie's been busting out a lot of great info on things that are opening up around town. And there are 2 things I want to have you briefly mention here, Shane. First and foremost, our good buddy Lindy at Thunder Bacon Burger Company has a new location. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, he made an announcement that he was making a change to Thunder Bacon Burger, and we just found out what it is.
Mm-hmm.
He set up shop at Donut Bar. Have you all been to Donut Bar?
Yes,
Not
I've been
yet.
by it. I have not been inside it yet, but I've walked past it several times. It looks like a beautiful setup.
Yeah, down on North 6. It's really pretty. They just redid the inside, but it's totally different than if you've been in previously, because now Lindy's in there slinging burgers.
You get a little bit of everything. And not only slinging burgers, but now that he's combining with the donut bars, delicious donuts, and making donut burgers.
Oh, yeah, there's like 3 burgers on the menu that come on a glazed donut.
Yes,
Oh.
a freshly baked or whatever fried glazed donut. And those, I have had those donuts before because Lindy has collaborated with the owner of a Downtown Donut Bar before. So I have had those kind of combinations. That sweet and savory is something that he specializes in. And of course, adds bacon to it.
These burgers are amazing.
Yes. So that's great news for Lindy and the crew. So congratulations to them.
Yeah, for sure. And I think Gary's on the stream right now. And I think Lindy and Gary teamed up for a special burger on the menu.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
No, we got the Chef Gary
Try that
burger.
one out. It's called the Cicharo burger. Yeah.
Oh, nice. See, I love this. I love seeing our friends get together.
Yeah.
And
it's a community.
the talented chefs and just not only supporting one another, but collaborating together and making all these food babies.
Yeah, I know which
Sorry.
I know which burger you're gonna like.
Okay, what?
It's the 420 burger.
Yes, I do like my 420 burger.
Double bacon, cream cheese, flaming hot Cheetos, thunder sauce on a chorizo burger patty.
Yes, yes. If you haven't had the 420, we've had this entire menu, but we just haven't had the updated version of it, the glazed donuts, and I'm excited to check that out and the Cicharo burger as well. So I see Chef Gary on the stream. And the other thing we want to talk about is this new app that's taken Tucson by storm. But is this a national app?
No, dude, this is a couple of college kids from U of A that just launched this.
Really?
Yeah, these guys are awesome.
And it's called Truckly?
It's called Truckly.
Truckly.
It's an app that helps you understand like where the food trucks are and when they're open. You know, you can make your favorite list, your
Ooh.
bucket list of food trucks. We have a crazy food truck scene here in Tucson. I'm not sure if you're aware of just how crazy it is.
Crazy
But
enough for an app.
It's many, many hundreds of food trucks.
Yeah, they are everywhere, seemingly everywhere. We're trying to get a whole bunch of different nice events to kind of spotlight those as well. But this is just an easy way because you do never know when they're going to be operating, and where they're going to be at. I mean, some food trucks are fortunate enough to have a location that they can go to each and every day, but most of them aren't.
Exactly. So, Truckly, you can tag or follow your favorite trucks and then get notified when they set up shop and where they are and when they're open.
Cool.
Oh, nice. I love it. All right. Well, we have more that we're going to be talking with Shane from TucsonFoodie.com. Of course, Ayla from Borderlands Brewing on 6th. And of course, this Saturday is going to be the Tucson Foodie Craft Beer Crawl. You can join us. You have to be over the age of 21 by buying your tickets at TucsonFoodie.com or giving me a call right now. Caller number 10 at 600 KFMA at 600-5362. We'll get my first pair of tickets for the Tucson Foodie Craft Beer Crawl this Saturday. So call now. Good luck. We'll be back with your TMI Top 5 after these words. Clear. All right, nice. Did you see Gary's comment? So Gary's Cicharo contribution to Thunder Bacon Burger Company is a Sonoran hot dog on a donut.
Yummy.
Oh, I was wrong. I thought it was a burger. I haven't had it yet, obviously. Oh, that sounds amazing.
Still
What?
amazing.
A hot dog and a donut?
Yeah, dude.
Is it like slid through the center of the donut?
Explain the technicalities.
Whoa. Yeah, you look at you. You just made it X-rated. We're trying to. It's a family
You
sandwich.
got a point.
Yeah, no, that is a great point, actually.
I
Do
agree.
you,
And
do
then-
you eat the wiener first or you eat the donut first?
Yes,
and-
How
the
does this
answer is
work?
yes.
And even if you put the hot dog on top of the donut, do you not take the hot dog off and then play with it a little bit first? And then, there's lots of options. I don't know if I could
And does
eat the
ketchup
donut.
taste good on a donut? It will.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Well, if Lindy's making it, yes.
Okay.
You're going to put mayonnaise
Fair.
on it. All right, I'm burning through everybody here. Let's see. Rock 1 2.1. Who's this?
Hey, man, my name's Nacho.
Nacho.
Joe.
Nacho tickets to the craft beer crawl. But it is. No. You're calling number 10, dude. You want to go party with us this Saturday at the Borderlands Brewing?
Oh, heck yeah, man.
That's why you're calling, right?
Oh, absolutely, bro.
All right, nice, Nacho.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, nice. All right. Oh, Nacho, here, stay on the line. I'm going to get all your info, okay? And then you and a friend are going to be able to join us, and you're over the age of 21, I assume, are going to be joining us for the Tucson Foodie Craft Beer Crawl this Saturday. It goes from around 12 to 5 p.m. We're going to be doing a live podcast recording from like 2:30 to 4:30. and giving away a bunch of stuff. And of course, just sipping a bunch of beer, bro.
All right, man. I'm gonna have to starve myself Friday.
Yeah. You're trying to
Smart
get
man.
blackout. Yeah. That's smart. He's going to starve himself, purge a little bit beforehand, and then bam, hit those high alcohol by volume IPAs.
Stack of those tiny cups on the way out.
Hey,
All right, for everyone on the stream, I'm going to get Nacho's information, but this morning we had a great morning moron. There was a little lesson to be learned in today's morning moron, and in case you missed it, it went a little something like Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. It's 6:14 and time for your morning moron. Let's do this. Oh, there's a lot to unpack in this morning moron today. This guy is out of Kentucky, and there's a couple reasons why he is in the wrong. First and foremost, you should never drive intoxicated. Now, alcohol, for sure, but even marijuana. If you're stoned up marijuana, you shouldn't be driving. Depends on how high you are. But, legally speaking, any amount of being high is illegal for you to drive, okay? And here is one of those scenarios where it's a warning for all you stoners out there who think it's okay to get behind the wheel, okay? That's what happened with this guy named Deshaun Palmer in Kentucky, okay? So he was smoking weed, and he got caught smoking weed while driving. Now, it's like, okay, someone gets pulled over, they're smoking weed, get a DUI. That's not the dumbest morning moron you ever heard. Well, the reason why he got caught is he didn't get pulled over. He actually was smoking pot in a Kentucky bank drive-through. All right. And
Boss.
yes. And he was just sitting there and taking his time. And it was one of those transactions where, you have to put the money in the tube and it goes through, and then you have to wait on the bank employees to kind of, get your
still
stuff
have
situated.
those?
Yeah. In Kentucky, they do.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But it took a long time. So somebody actually called the cops on Deshaun while he was smoking weed, just kind of chilling in the Kentucky Bank drive-thru.
Come on.
Now, again, that's not necessarily the morning moron part. It's not the best place to smoke weed. If people, especially in Kentucky, they're not hip to the fact. It's not Arizona. They don't have legalized marijuana in Kentucky. It's going to be years for them to get around to the rest of us. I think they just recently made moonshine legal and marrying your cousin, but not smoking weed.
Baby steps.
Yeah. So when cops showed up to arrest Deshaun, they allegedly found a jar of pot in his backpack. Okay. Along with a scale, baggies, and prepaid cell phones. Busted. Now you got this misdemeanor possession into super felony possession with intent to sell. Trust me, I know. All right. So on top of that, police also found a journal that appears to be a record of drug deals. You see are you picking up what I'm putting down right now? So Deshaun's dumbass not only got himself popped for dealing drugs because he was too lazy and stupid and he was smoking weed in a bank drive-thru, which people do not appreciate in Kentucky, but he inadvertently narked out all of his clients all in one fell swoop. So not only is Deshaun busted, but now there's going to be a ton of people that are going to be on the police radar to get busted for buying weed from Deshaun. And because
Sway.
Exactly. It's mind-boggling. So for all of those reasons, Deshaun from Kentucky is definitely our morning moron. Todd, I just read your comment
I took it for an
online.
actual bar.
Yeah. And all four of us here, when we saw Think Maple Bar and it's the long donut, we're all like, oh,
Maple
yeah.
Bar. That's a thing.
That makes sense. And you could take a Maple Bar and you split it right down the middle and then put a hot dog right there. Bam, that's your hot dog bun.
I still like Shane's steak better, though.
Yeah, well, of course, he had to make it all dirty. It's like you got to bang the donut.
Science.
You could probably fit 3 or 4 donuts on a single dog.
Yes, you could. I mean, that's
bar
really.
ass.
I know you can get gluttonous sometimes, and I know Lindy can get gluttonous in some of his creations. But having a snoring hot dog surrounded by 3 or 4 donuts seems like a little much. And I'm fat, and it takes a lot for me to say a little much. I know that I've actually today before noon. And this is why I skipped getting any egg bites at Dunkin' Donuts. I had a slice of deep dish pizza. I had a few chicken wings, and then we're going to Portillo's immediately after this. In fact, actually, we'll probably end the show a little bit early just to be able to pull that off. And And then we're going to eat there as well because I'm going to be shooting a reel for Tucson Foodie, and I'm probably going to get the Italian beef and meatballs. Definitely have to get that. I have to get an Italian beef and just have it like swimming in au jus.
Oh my God.
So good. Where are you from, Ayla?
Sacramento.
Okay. So it's not like a Midwest thing and stuff like that, but with the way your eyes lit up when I was talking about the Italian beef, it made me feel like you could have been from Chicago.
I just love food.
That's
I just
good.
love food so much.
Me too.
Just keep talking. We
Well,
like
that's why we're the crew. This is a foodie Tuesday, you know? So, and here's what I want to do. I want to bang out the top 5, and then I also want to play a game with you guys, right? So, you know, we talked about these games that we're going to be playing on Saturday. I want to give you an example by having you play this game against Shane. We'll play The Last Word. Now, The Last Word is a super fun game, and it's a fun game to do live, interactive in the crowd. And you're going to see exactly how we do this here in a second because it's basically like Family Feud, but you keep giving out survey answers, and you just got to out-survey your competition, okay? So we're going to have, we'll play The Last Word before we get into the top 5, and we're going to be on the air here in 6 seconds, so try not to curse or make sexual references about donuts.
Yeah, Shane.
Yeah, Shane.
Come on.
Sorry.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. Hey, Rico.
Yo.
I want to play a game.
All right.
All right. So the game is The Last Word, and I have in studio very special guests. Of course, every Tuesday, Shane from TucsonFoodie.com.
Hi.
And our guest, who is also a head brewer for Borderlands Brewing, the host and location of our home base for the Tucson Foodie Craft Beer Crawl this Saturday, Ayla. Good morning, Ayla.
Hey, good morning.
All right, so here's how the game works. This is The Last Word. There's going to be 30-second rounds. I'm going to give you guys a category. We're going to start with one contestant, give an answer, and then the other contestant will give an answer back. You guys will go back and forth, giving acceptable answers for the category. Whoever gets the last acceptable answer in before the 30 seconds runs out wins the round. Best of 3 rounds wins the game. You ready to see who can get the last word?
I'm going to win.
All right, very confident.
Yep.
Here we go.
Let's do this.
30 seconds on the clock will begin. We'll start off with Ayla since she's our guest, okay? And it will begin as soon as I finish asking this question. Ayla, name a reason why you might show up late for a date. Go.
Working late.
Working late, okay? Shane.
Car trouble.
Car trouble, yep. Ayla,
Stuck at an appointment.
okay? Shane.
Previous date is taking too long.
Playa. Ayla.
Why would I show up late? Traffic. Bad traffic.
There you go.
That's a good one. Oh, is it my turn?
Yes, sir.
Your kid is sick.
Okay. That's all. Shane got it. Ayla, I was expecting you to say, oh, I forgot I still have my work boots on.
I was
I
gonna
know.
I
Can't get my steel toes off.
All right, so Shane got the first round in The Last Word. Ayla, you get to start, or Shane, you're going to start off the second round, okay? 30 seconds will start when I finish asking this question. Ayla, you have to win this round to stay in the game, okay? So the pressure is on.
Pressure's on. I got the boots.
All right, here we go. Shane, name something people do in the shower besides washing themselves.
Sing.
Sing. All right,
Drawing on the shower door.
okay, yes. Shane.
Drink a beer. I don't.
Yeah, shower beer. That's
Shower
good.
beer. That's a real thing.
Uh-huh.
Stay warm.
Okay.
Oh.
He doesn't want to say it, but I know what he's thinking.
Say it. Say
Uh,
it. Say
Oh,
it.
you're right on time. Look at you saving face.
I'm the
you
worst.
prude.
I only had one thing in my mind. I
I
couldn't get it
know.
out. I couldn't get it out. I'm
There
sorry.
are so many other
many things.
answers. There's so many other answers, but you got stumped because the one answer you wanted to say, you didn't want to say in front of Ayla. And I applaud you for that, my friend. All right, let's go. This is all tied up. Final round.
He's gonna say choose a shampoo. Leave him alone.
Contemplate.
Read the shampoo. You know, I mean,
Meditate.
lots of pee.
Meditate.
You could have said
Okay.
pee in the shower.
You.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, you know, it prevents athlete's foot, or at least Madonna thinks so. So anyways, here's our last category. And luckily for you, Ayla, we're all tied up. So if you win this last one, you win the round and bragging rights, and you can rub it in Shane's face all Saturday when we hang out all together for the Tucson Foodie Craft Beer Crawl. You ready?
Ready.
All right, here we go. Name something you shouldn't do when meeting your partner's parents for the first time. And go.
Cussing.
Yeah, no cursing. Shane.
Bad table manners.
Okay.
Talking about exes?
Oh, yeah, definitely don't do that.
Burp.
Oh, don't burp.
I'm so good with parents, though. This is hard.
Yeah?
Chug a beer.
Oh, yeah, don't chug.
Tell the mom that.
Oh, you ran out of time.
Damn it.
Yeah, and I'm so glad you didn't say masturbate in the shower as one of the answers.
That would have worked so well.
It would have been perfect. I did that once in front of my ex's parents, and that's why we're exes. All right, so that was the last word. Congratulations, Ayla. We got your TMI Top 5 coming up after Jet. Keep it right here. Join us, youtube.com/beefvegan. Let's go.
Pew, pew, pew.
Clear. All right, and that's how we play the last word. It's a fun game, right?
Woohoo, it's super fun.
Makes me feel so dumb.
Were you gonna say
Ah,
say that you don't like the food?
No, I was going to say something about like, don't tell the mom that she looks hot or good.
oh yeah,
or-
flirt with the mom.
Flirt with the mom. That's
Yeah.
that's the right way to say it.
Hey, baby.
Maybe
Again,
it depends on the
breaking-
family. Who knows?
Breaking news. Hannah just emailed me saying the event today was canceled, just canceled. But she'll be at the media night, February 28th at 6. if
Oh,
you
the
wanna join.
Portillos.
Yeah, so we're not going to Portillo's today. So that's all right. I'm going
The
to take
whole
some of
thing
that
was
pizza
canceled?
home. Yeah. the
Too many
event.
people. It's like zombies climbing the gates.
Yeah. I
Probably
didn't
just
get-
not ready.
Uh,
I mean, it's indoor. It wouldn't be the rain.
It's definitely
Oh,
not the
yeah.
rain, but I can see them not being ready because they've been training their employees now for what seems like 6 months.
like
It's been a-
military boot camp.
It is a long ass time. It's insane. But the part of the, if I was going to shoot a reel for Foodie, I don't know what exactly we're going to do. I think part of the appeal is the massive size of the operation. It's seriously one of these, when you go into this place, just by scope alone, you're impressed, right? You're like, wow, this is a food fucking factory, right? Like
IKEA.
yeah, these guys are taking it seriously. There's like 100 people making my Italian beef sandwich right now. So for whatever reason, then she said February 28th, and then just check to see my schedule. Yeah.
Wait, they're not opening until then?
No, that's a media night.
Oh, just
I don't know what they'll do. They'll kick out the normies and just let
Yeah.
the media in.
cool kids.
Normally the media night happens before they open up though, so I don't know.
Well,
we got a green screen here. Let's just shoot it. Pretend like we're there.
It's true.
well, beef. Head over to Parrish at 1 o'clock, and then down to the Delta at 5.
You're absolutely right about that. I haven't been to Delta yet. I need to go to that, and that one's a lot closer. I used to live closer to the parish. Love that location. I love what he does
That's
there.
the one on Oracle or up north, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah. And let's see where
I went to
Travis
that
is.
last year. That was fun.
In fact, actually, I want to email his ass right now. I'm going to check his.
Travis.
Yeah.
He's gonna be so busy.
I know. Well, no, he's on right now. You around? That's what I'm texting. So I texted out loud.
I'll never forget the moment we had him last year. We just opened the thing and there's a whole ass alligator in there.
Yeah.
I was like,
so
oh,
he
you
showed
literally
me.
mean a whole alligator.
Oh yeah, it's
Like,
so
oh,
good.
Yeah.
So good. And I'm just gonna find his email address in here. I thought I had his number too, and I did in my other phone, but new phone, who dis? It sucks. We got 25 seconds.
I know 4 beefs. Which one are you?
Yeah, no shit. I've had that before where they're like, hey, who's this? I'm like, beef, and they're like, beef. I'm like,
Beef from jail.
do I really need to say how many beefs do you know, man? But yeah, so I'm inviting Travis on the stream right now.
We got something with the sound going on.
Yeah, we're gonna be on the air here in just a second. We got TMI Top 5, the Parish Kiss. All right, cool.
Oh no, Joe just mentioned something.
Oh, Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Let me check to see if we got an echo, but we don't. All right, we're live on the podcast broadcast. It's time for your TMI Top 5. These are top 5 headlines that I didn't get to. I want to cram in real quick to keep you informed. And some say it might be a little too much information, but you'll have 21 new emojis the next time you update your phone. All right, so be on the lookout for that. Have you updated your phone recently, Ayla?
No.
Okay.
Nice
Well,
answer.
Yeah, that's good.
Thanks for thinking about that one.
I like how you contemplated that answer.
Phone.
Yeah.
I'll never do it.
But anyways, yeah. So the next time you do, you will have 21 new emojis. They include a pink heart emoji, a Wi-Fi emoji, a two-sided face palm emojis, two-sided face palm. So you pick a left or right, and then you can use them together. It looks like a high five. So Yeah. And now, if you think your flight was bad, a 16-hour flight from New Zealand to New York turned around about halfway in because there was a fire at New York's JFK airport, right? So this is from New Zealand. They're over the ocean. I'm assuming the ocean, like the Atlantic, Pacific. I don't know which direction they went. They took the long route. But over halfway through, they turned around and went back to New Zealand. So the plane went all the way back, and the passengers flew more than 16 hours just to land where they started from.
Brutal.
Imagine that. That's the worst flight ever.
And they got to be all polite because they're like New Zealand, Australian people.
Right.
Hey, mate, come on.
Oh, yeah. No, and that's all the story I could tell you on that. Yeah, there's a fake priest who's been arrested after conning believers in the Midwest for decades. He swindled them out of millions of dollars, and he was never even ordained. And you could literally do that online, and it takes like 5 minutes. So he didn't even put the effort to get a fake ordainment when spending all that time and effort into swindling millions from gullible people in the Midwest. Speaking of which, that's my retirement plan. I'm just going to find Jesus and open up my bank account. All right, the latest TikTok trend is the chickle. And I felt like I was on top of this. And tell me if you ever had this before. It's a pickle wrapped in provolone cheese, right? You ever did that?
No.
But this one's different because they pan fry the provolone cheese.
Oh,
Yeah. See? My foodie friend. Yeah, well, that's it.
I'm interested.
This is the latest TikTok trend that is having all these young kids freak out. The chickle is the latest craze when it comes to food trends.
Sounds like a dance.
Yeah.
The chickle.
I'm definitely going to try out the chickle later on today as well. Maybe tomorrow. I think I'll be full today. And finally, your TMI top 5. The UFO community is worried that all these unidentified balloon stories are hurting interest in extraterrestrials, which is a bummer. And I can understand that for several different reasons. But I will say this, and we made this point clear on Friday, the difference between UFOs and UAPs. UFOs, unidentified flying objects. But just a year ago, the government made a clear point to say, hey, we're going to also say UAPs to kind of separate the two, right? So UAP is something that might be flown by extraterrestrials. That's unidentified aerial phenomenon. A UFO is just some nerd's weather balloon that went a little too high. So keep that in mind. All right. We'll hit the reset. Be back with your beef tip right after this.
So it looks like we're having sound issues, apparently. Everybody's checking in.
All right. Huh? Chickling?
No, yeah, they're chickling in.
Is it
The
Gary's-
comments, they're saying, like, what happened to the sound? No sound, blah, 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 blah.
Is there no sound?
I don't know. I'm not a tech nerd.
I can say masturbation. Do I not have sound? I should have sound. Everyone should have sound. Well, don't do that. We could just talk into it. Cactus Crotch.
I'm
says no
mining
sound.
for them so they know what I'm doing. Like, he needs help.
Yeah, there's no reason why there shouldn't be sound. But if you could hear me now, let me know you could hear me now. If you can't hear me now, then I'll figure that out here in a second. Okay, Anthony can hear us. We're good. See?
Good.
Yeah. All right. So I did email Travis. Chef Gary, if you could hear me, call Travis and tell him to check his email.
Get all the chefs to bother each other.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, I understand. He's super busy. This is the first time he's doing 2 locations, right, Shane? For the Mardi Gras party?
Did you get his phone number that I just sent you?
Oh, shit, no. Here,
Send
you
him,
know?
send him a text.
All right, cool. I'm not going to send him a text. I'm just going to straight call him. He'll enjoy this. He is a rock star. You know Travis? Yeah. He has been a full-blown rock star forever. And, you know, musicians who turn into chefs usually are phenomenal, right? They kind of have the same side of the brain work from. Hey, Travis, this is Beef. How swamped are you right now? This is Beef.
Oh, what's up? Sorry, I'm driving. It was hard to hear. What's up, brother?
Oh, not much. I was seeing if you were like at one of your locations, but it sounds like you're in between. And I imagine that you're busy and stressed. But I was just
I'm probably just under 10 minutes from the Delta.
okay. If you get to the Delta, do me a favor, check your email and pop in on the stream if you have just a minute, and then we'll just do a quick
Okay.
little check in with you.
Cool.
Yeah. So we'll be around.
But drive safe.
Is this like a selfie video thing that we did a while back.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm hanging out here with Shane from Tucson Foodie and Rico. So we'll be hanging out, hopefully just to pop in, just to see your setup again. You going to Delta or Parish?
The Delta, we're just now starting to set up. I don't know if I'll have any. I'll try to get something like maybe some smoker stuff going real fast.
See what you can do. Yeah, I mean, just pop in the stream and whatever you got. Even
We just want to
seeing-
see you, buddy.
Yeah. We just want to see you, just check in with you, and of course, see that beautiful establishment of yours. So, drive safe, and then just jump in on the stream once you land. Okay.
Heck yeah! All right, man. Thank you so much.
No worries, brother. I will talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Peace. All right, so there you go. Thanks for that number, dude. You have all those numbers, huh? I should hit you up for more.
It's got a Rolodex.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, since we have a little bit of time,
I'm kind of bummed about Portillo's now.
yeah.
I was craving some of that beef,
Sorry, Rico.
the Chicago beef.
Okay. I was like, that's weird because I'm right here. But yeah, you're right. I think it's still kind of open, maybe.
Go crash it anyway.
Yeah.
Wear a fake name tag.
Yeah. We could make our own reels too.
That's right.
But I was actually all about, like, I don't know what was Hannah's plan. Do you know, Shane?
Yeah, to make a reel with you, enjoying it.
Yeah.
Nerding out over beef. Taking beef to get some beef. man.
Yeah,
That was
no.
the
Beef and
thing.
hailing beef.
I love it. I love the
That's the idea.
opportunity. I said yes immediately. And I thought that would be a great way for, cross promotion and hype it up. And yeah, I'm literally named after their #1 selling sandwich. I mean, the
Yeah.
fact that my sales staff doesn't fucking understand this, like they should have been knocking down the door of Portillo's
Mhm.
from like as soon as they broke ground.
Beef, I want you to know that when they invited Tucson Foodie, they said you can have one person.
Oh,
And
okay.
I said, give me 2.
There you go.
And that meant I had to send you and Hannah, which means I didn't get to go.
Oh,
Wow.
For
well,
you, Beef.
Well, guess what? They canceled all of us. So
You see what happens?
that's what happens when you give
Good
ultimatums.
deeds.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, obviously, it's any extra promo for a grand opening, they should appreciate for sure.
Yeah. It'll happen.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But I mean, if I don't have like a full blown daily endorsement from Portillo's, then my sales staff doesn't know what they're doing here.
Yeah,
Period.
they
Because
should buy ads on the Beef Vegan Show.
right,
Come on.
anything beef related should kind of go my way, even vegan related. I asked AI to describe the show for me to help me boost SEO, so I could put something copy and paste into my YouTube stream before we go live, and the results were kind of funny and wasn't exactly what I was expecting or wanting, to be honest with you. Let's see if I still have it here. It seems like it cleared out, but essentially I was like, describe Beef Vegan Presents on Rock 102.1 KFMA, right? To help boost SEO. And they're like, rock out with Beef Vegan Presents. Beef Vegan is a vegan activist who like celebrates vegan culture, and it went all down that rabbit road, rabbit hole.
Confidently too.
Yeah. And I'm like, no, man. No, that's, I mean,
Not
but then
me.
they kept throwing out the rock, like, things.
Yeah, rock on.
It's like, has
Also-
anyone ever rocked talking
Music.
about vegan culture?
That should be a thing.
It should be.
Oh, I mean, definitely it's a gimmick, but it's not a gimmick I could, fake. You just can't, I look too
Lentils.
unhealthy to try to claim to be
Yum, they rock.
vegan.
Let's do a whole segment
Yes.
When are you going to get rid of Rico?
next week.
Tomorrow, actually, but then I'll bring him back on Thursday.
I just did. It was a long game for free
I see.
Portillo's this whole time.
Rico gets fired every week, and then like for frantic text message, I need you back, Rico.
Yeah,
Can you come
it's-
back for the show?
It's a tax
One more
thing.
time, please.
One more time.
No, I need his muscular structure and his dry humor. That's
The
Rico.
sardonic wit and annoyances.
The intelligence, the good looks,
Yes.
everything
stop.
that Beef doesn't
Stop.
have.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for bringing that up and pointing that
That's what
out.
the
We know
AI
that.
said too.
No,
The
I-
AI did say that.
Yeah.
It's Rock on 2.1 KFMA. We're waiting for Chef Travis Peters from the Delta and Parish to pop in on the stream because today is Mardi Gras. Happy Fat Tuesday, everybody. Hopefully you got your plastic beads. And if you were looking to throw some beads out and have a good time and drink some, what's the signature drink they drink? A hurricane. Have a hurricane, eat some gator.
Daiquiris.
There's really only two
Crawfish.
places in town that are throwing it down, and that's the Delta and Parish. And yes, I meant to rhyme. So Travis Peters might be checking in with us on the podcast broadcast stream before we wrap things up. But of course, we've been hanging out with Ayla, the head brewer for Borderlands Brewing, which you just opened up a new location too.
We did. Our Sam Hughes location is on 5th and Tucson. Really awesome space, good indoor-outdoor vibe. The kitchen is done by Chef Maria of Boca Tacos.
Yes. Yes. And we talked about that. Shane talked about that as well. That collaboration is brilliant because Chef Maria is obviously one of the best chefs in town, an Iron Chef, contestant and winner on national television, nationally acclaimed. So, yeah, that's good. Good story or good news that you were able to link up with her. How'd that come about? You know?
We've been great friends for years. She's collaborated with me on a lot of different beers, and it just seems so natural. It's like, hey, we love hanging out together. We should do this more often.
Yeah. And it's great too, because like Boca Tacos, they're always like crafting new salsas. Borderlands Brewing, always crafting new beers.
Yeah. And what's awesome is at this Sam Hughes location, we have spiked aguas frescas, and right now we have spiked homemade hot chocolate.
Okay, so this agua frescas, right? Like, is that almost like a White Claw or seltzer in a way? Is that kind of like that? What that is? No.
You're really taking drinks like horchata, like a true horchata that you would have, and then we spike that. So
Oh,
kind of
nice.
think that route.
But you're not spiking with the spirits. You're kind of making a malt to spike it.
No, we're using spirit. So we have a full liquor license for that location.
Nice.
So,
Yes.
yeah.
Cool.
Well, that's Sam Hughes location. That's a beautiful area. They got a lot of great establishments all around there. And so that looks really good too. So Borderlands Brewing, just creating just really cool places to hang out. Looks like we're going to run out of time on the FM side. So you can join us, youtube.com/beefvegan. We'll have a couple minutes of overtime, joined by Chef Travis Peters from the Delta and Parish. But I'd like to thank everyone for listening. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, we're going to be giving away another pair of tickets for Guns N' Roses, which we announced this morning are performing at Chase Field on October 4th. You can win those before they go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning around 8 o'clock. We'll also give away tickets for Pop Evil. We'll have tickets to give away for Tucson Foodie's Craft Beer Crawl, which we've been talking about all hour, and all eyes are on this Saturday because we're getting ready to come out, have a good time, and entertain the masses at Borderlands on 6th for their block party, which is the Tucson Foodie Craft Beer Crawl. Make sure you get your tickets today before they sell out, because I feel like they might sell out before the end of the day. It's TucsonFoodie.com. They got general admission and VIP tickets available. That's all the time we have. Thank you for listening. Drive safe, ride safe. Rock local. Later.
Soon will come an end to all your grief. But if you
That was a hard stop on there.
I know.
All right, so yeah. I'm
Goodbye,
like,
everybody. See you later. Bye.
I thought I was getting all those in time, right? As I'm timing it out, I'm like, plug this, plug that.
TucsonFoodie.com.
How'd I do on my plugging?
Amazing.
Does that
Over the
make
top.
it? Yeah?
Top notch.
Yeah, see?
I'm just impressed that you're able to keep time while saying things that are intelligent.
And also like doing all the
That's what I was telling him.
switchboard stuff.
At what point did you hear anything intelligent coming out of my mouth, really, though? I mean,
Yeah, I don't know why I said that.
modest.
yeah, you fucked up.
Coherence.
Oh.
At least coherence.
Yeah. A little bit. yeah.
English language.
Yes.
Well
Well,
done.
yeah, I mean, it's with one eye. And luckily, this eye can get a little lazy. So I had like this eye on the clock as I'm counting it down. And then I'm like, well, shit, I still have to talk about this, and this, and try to just remind people to tune in. Got the Guns N' Roses art finally.
Uh-oh. Is
Yeah.
it bad?
No. I mean, it's classic Guns N' Roses. In fact,
Like, you just
actually,
look old.
they're using. Yeah, I'm like, they look great in these pictures. You know, they're really holding up for their age. And essentially,
Oh.
I'm gonna show. And that's what Axel looks like right now.
Skeleton bodies.
Yeah,
That is not art, by the way. That's a photo.
yeah, that's a photo. Yes. Was a Not Today Satan was a shirt that one of, I think, Duff is wearing, and then Slash.
I just realized after all those questions too, I barely have general knowledge of Guns N' Roses. Every question I was like, I know that. What? Never mind.
Well, that's a good.
Nope.
That's a good point. Now, Ayla or Shane, would you guys consider yourself a little bit knowledgeable of Guns N' Roses, or never really a fan?
Not at all.
Sweet child.
Never really a fan, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was before your time, which is fine, you know, and that's the same thing. When I grew up with like gangster rap and grunge, so 92 is essentially my coming of age where I really had appreciation for music. Now, Guns N' Roses were massive from like 87 to 91. And then the grunge era came in, and everything before the grunge era was bullshit. And I was of the school of thought that was bullshit. The last 10 years before that was bullshit. And it's still kind of, it sticks with you, right? And I have this argument with management all the time when they try to play 80s bands on this station. I'm like, no, man, because that's not what my generation's all about. Like you keep that hair metal bullshit out of our playlist. And we continue to fight over it, but you won't
That would
catch me
change a
playing it.
lot about your station if that started happening.
No, what?
Yeah, if you brought all that 80s hair band stuff into your, I don't hear that on 102.1.
Sticks.
No,
White
you
Snake.
do. It is on. In fact, actually,
No shit.
well, yeah.
Well, I guess because I don't listen to 102.1.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I do, and it's always like stuff that I have on my playlist.
No,
anyway.
that's okay. And trust me, we're familiar, or we're well aware that we're walking into Borderlands for the craft beer crawl with the Tucson Foodie demographic and stuff. You're talking 95% of those people haven't listened to radio in years. Is my like
Oh, sure.
is what I'm going in there for sure, absolutely. And I am there
guys.
to not only entertain them, but to tell them and show them what we're all about, to give them a reason to tune back in, because there is a special, there's a good time to be had to be part of a local radio community, right? And as we build up our listeners and our community, we're, what are we doing? We're trying to make you laugh in the morning. We're trying to hook you up with free shit. We're pointing you to the best restaurants in town. We're telling you about the best concerts in town. We're arranging parties and bringing people together. That's essentially the whole goal.
The future of radio.
Right. The future of radio is honestly looking back to the past.
It's community.
Hyper-localism, and to really just be a part of that. And that's the difference between us and the Spotify playlist. Yeah, you could listen to any song on demand, but you're not a part of a community. You're not doing it together. Now you're listening to the music we play with a bunch of other people who are like-minded as you, and we're all going to get excited about going to this event and that event and the other things. So.
I think the media industry is doing that. I mean, if you could put radio and media, but I feel that with Tucson Foodie too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. We're trying to change everything to be more community building, and
Yeah,
just, like when's the last time you picked up a newspaper, or a
exactly.
magazine?
Right.
Can't do it anymore. We got to bring people together over a shared love of fill in the blank. In our case, food. In your case, music.
Absolutely.
Or both.
And they go hand in hand. Honestly,
they
and
really do.
spirits and beer, all that stuff.
All
So
it's the same stuff.
yeah, it's just celebration of life stuff that we try to do. So we're going to go out there. We're going to introduce ourselves to a bunch of people who don't give a shit who we are, and with our intent to win them over and then get a couple friends, more friends along in the process. And we will have a good time. And then, from that, all the little video content that we'll get, we'll package it up. We'll blast it out online and inundate and flood the market with just good times. Like, look at these wacky guys giving out free shit, making people have
What
to
are the
say they
boys up to
masturbate
this
in the
time?
shower in front of pretty girls and all that stuff. So, which that's going to be my favorite playback is the last word where Shane's like, shit. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it.
We're gonna have to put like sweat drops on his eyebrow, just like
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta do
It's
that.
amazing what happens
Oh.
in your brain. You're like, there's other ideas, but just don't say that one thing. Don't say the one thing.
Don't
Wait,
do it,
wait,
don't
wait,
do it,
wait.
don't do it, don't
There's
do it.
another idea somewhere.
Yeah,
Just
there's
don't say the one
lot.
thing.
There's a lot of things. You could have said color with the soap, and you could have went
Just said
back
stare at the wall. Just meditate. Do nothing. I mean, I could have said anything.
You could have said curl
Sleep.
up in a ball and cried. Like you could have said that. People have
shower
done that.
cry,
Shower cry for sure. Shower beer obviously was mentioned, and
good combo.
Oh,
That's-
shower fill in the blank. Shower chicken wings.
Shower thoughts,
No, that's not a thing.
oh no, it is
shower
a thing.
rotisserie.
You never eaten in a shower?
What was that episode of Seinfeld where
Oh god.
Kramer, or no, it's George, isn't it? It's Costanza. He's trying to get as much stuff done in the shower as he can to be
Yes.
productive.
Yeah.
He's like on the phone.
You could have said
He's got a
shave.
computer in there.
You could have
Oh,
said shave.
your
Yes.
legs.
Duh. Everybody
Yeah.
shaves in the shower. Yeah.
absolutely.
I do it dry, bro.
Oh well, you would.
You what?
I mean, you can't grow a full beard anyway, so
Oh,
maybe
you
you want to
shave dry.
switch
It's
to
a
wet
soft spot,
shave.
dude. Come on.
I'm an idiot. I was like, you shower dry? I don't get
How
it.
does that even?
Like with shampoo powder? Like that stuff?
Powdered water. It's like, I don't need your moisture.
Government
you
water.
jerks. Government water. I got imported powder water.
Yes.
You guys need to catch up.
I was gonna give a beef tip today. Here's a beef tip though. Since we didn't wrap it up, but this is Chinese scientists figured out a way for you to lose weight while eating whatever you want. But getting full earlier, this is a way that you could lose weight. They say cut your food into little pieces and scatter them around your plate because it supposedly tricks your brain into thinking that you're eating a bigger portion than you are. So if you have a problem with like overeating or sometimes eating to the point where you're stuffed, try cutting in a bunch of pieces, scattered it around a large plate, and then trick your brain. Scientists in China are claiming this is a foolproof
you said
way.
China, that lost me. They're trying to ruin us.
Oh, stop! It's not
Ruin
everyone.
our dates.
No, some of the scientists are trying to help out. So that's a beef tip. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna get those chicken wings when I come home. Yeah, I'm gonna eat all 10 of them.
Spread out
But
everything.
yeah,
Take
I'm
the
gonna put
bone.
I'm not even gonna just do it on my plate. I'm a scavenger hunt in my house. I'm just gonna put one on my counter, put one on my couch. It's everywhere. Put one in the bathroom for the shower wing.
Dad, what are
Yes.
you doing? I'm
There we
tricking
go.
my brain. That's what I'm doing. Losing weight.
Oh,
It's gonna be so good. All right. Well, I'm waiting on Travis. We'll see if he's gonna be here soon. I'm not holding you up. Are you rushing out of here? You got anywhere to go? We got 10:30. Yeah. We should have actually him on here sooner than that, and if not, then we'll.
He's yelling at his staff right now. Get the gator ready. Put it in the smoker.
I think he is gonna try to set up the gator. Have you seen him smoke a gator?
Not yet.
It's a blast. In fact, actually, I do want to
feast.
show. I'm gonna pull up my Instagram right now because you'll see. We did this last year on the stream, and this was just at the parish. It was fantastic though. Him smoking this gator. It looks awesome. There are a bunch of small gators, and I thought, Shane, did you tell me he did 50 gators this year?
30.
30? Oh, see, I said
Still
50.
impressive.
I
a
said
lot.
50
That's
to
still a
him.
lot.
I know, and he is laughing at it. He's like, "Sell the sizzle." So I'm like, "No, I'm just trying to conversate with you. I'm not trying to sell." But yeah, I mean, they'll still go through that by like 2:00.
Yeah, I'll sell out for sure.
Yeah, so you got to get gator early, and I still haven't had gator, and it's not like, I mean, it's just a bucket list thing. It's something I want to try. I imagine it tastes like rattlesnake.
Yeah, I think it does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What does rattlesnake taste like?
and on deep fried.
Gator.
Yeah, deep fried gator.
Goes
Duh.
back and- ah.
All right, so I'm gonna pull up this here. You're gonna see on the stream. I put this as my story, which is super fun. You can see a little bit of his gator action. See, that's that smoked gator right there. He's gonna get real close on it.
You know what to like get closer.
Look at that thing.
Oh, it's wrapped around.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's like, oh, you only have, no wonder you sell out a gator. You only have one fucking barbecue and you're and doing,
Bring on the next one, boys.
right? But yeah, he smokes in. I guess it's all tender and delicious. You went to the parish last year for just the party, and the party was off chain, right?
Yeah.
Talking to me?
Oh, well, yeah, I was talking to Rico, but yeah, Shane, you were there too.
Yeah, of course.
Nice.
You have
Yeah,
to buy it in
good
a
time.
quarter pound, by the way.
The gator,
Or maybe it's half pound. You have to buy a lot.
I think I would hope it's just.
I think it's a quarter pound.
Yeah,
you have to
yeah.
buy a bunch.
Everything
Yeah.
was so good though. The gumbo, the crawfish.
Crawfish. Got to buy a pound of that.
Mhm.
He's insane.
Made
You
me
know,
miss
and the best
Louisiana.
friend.
That was the best part about being in Louisiana for 6 months was the food.
Oh, yeah.
My
Right.
God.
I mean, they basically just eating all these swamp creatures. They
Basically.
turned swamp
Highly
Loading.
nutritious. Yeah,
delicacy.
really good for you.
Uh-huh.
What's an animal that you haven't that people eat that you haven't had yet?
Never had whale. I never will.
Okay, that's
Zebra?
good. Yeah, don't be. I mean, that's just
I've had pretty
barbaric.
much everything else.
I haven't had horse.
Oh, fuck that.
Ew.
What about kangaroo?
People eat it.
People do. I've never
They
eaten dog
do.
either. People eat dog.
The
Yeah.
thing is, I've done a lot of traveling throughout Southeast Asia, and honestly,
Uh-oh.
I'm not 100% sure what I have or haven't eaten.
You probably
Like-
ate dog, yeah.
Some people didn't.
Like, I am pretty sure I've had pigeon
I think I
in
said people.
Thailand.
You know what's even worse than all that is durian. Have you had that?
Well, what
That
is that?
fruit.
Durian is a fruit.
That,
Sure, I've
that
had
fruit.
durian.
Ugh.
No, you don't like it?
Well, the smell. I mean, it's all right.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah,
It's,
yeah.
like it's god awful. It's
Smells
like,
like
a
rotting
curse.
flesh.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
gross fruit, but
Smells
nobody's
terrible.
in love with it. It's not their pet
Right.
and their best friend.
Excuse me. Can I get some durian?
Have you guys had kangaroo?
No,
I've had kangaroo.
You've had kangaroo?
Yeah,
Oh.
it was gross.
I had some stuff.
It was gross. I had kangaroo sliders. Well, what were you saying, Shane?
She was talking about pigeon, and I had some stuffed pigeon in Egypt, and I thought it was delicious.
Really?
Yeah, it was really good. It was more about like what was stuffed, because there wasn't a lot of meat on that Little guy.
I would never do, and that's a would you rather Anthony's asking.
Try
Would you
human.
try human
No, it's illegal.
if offered cash?
I mean,
if
I've
offered
done
cash.
certain illegal things for cash, but not that. No, of course not.
Yeah, no.
You seem a little defensive there, Shane.
Anthony, I mean, I brought it up. I accused Ayla of eating people in Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
Sorry
and I'm
about
just
that.
like totally quiet.
Yeah.
It's like,
She's like, I don't know. I don't. It was in a cart. It was in,
Could've
on a
been-
stick.
I
It
lost
could have
a
been
bet.
anything.
it was meat.
Yeah, they told me it was an animal, but I don't know.
I put sriracha. Doesn't count.
Well, how much cash, Anthony?
Mhm.
I
How much
wouldn't do
cash are we
that.
talking
Yeah.
here?
We're talking stimmy check cash.
Yeah, are we talking
going
fuck
on?
you money? Are we done with work for the rest of our lives? Yeah, I
Right.
might try it.
Oh, and then Todd was, how is the human source?
Is it beef? Is
Yeah.
it grass-fed, cage-free,
Was it
sustainable?
happy?
Is it free range? Yeah, yeah. These are all
locally
important questions.
sourced?
How long was it in the apartment? Was it a frolicking hippie?
Ayla's checking her watch over here.
That's true. And then does the hippie eat edibles? And if that's the case,
Is it
then-
an infused
I'll take two.
dinner? Yeah. $500,000. Yeah.
yeah, not bad.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I don't want to hold you up too long. And it looks like, with Travis, he has so much on his plate. So it doesn't look like he made it here in time, which is fine. Because he has 2 successful restaurants to run on the busiest day of year for him.
Is that going on today and
tomorrow?
tomorrow, or just today?
Just today.
Just today.
Mardi Gras is one night only
Yeah.
parish, and it's an all-day event. And this guy, I mean, he was just recovering from being in the hospital. I mean, these guys are just working their ass off, and I just hope that he continues to take care of himself in the process. So, shout out to Chef Travis, and we'll catch him on the flip side. I know he's going to absolutely kill it today, though. Ayla, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, I'm excited to talk with you again on the stage. Are you prepared to talk in front of all these people and give us a rundown of one of the beers that we're going to feature?
Oh, I'm so excited. I love talking about beer. I love talking to our Tucson folks. So it's going to be great.
And you're going to wear those boots the entire time?
I mean, I might be the only pair of shoes I own, actually.
Whole closet full of just steel toe boots.
Yeah. All right. Well, I look forward to it. Shane, as always, a pleasure.
Thanks, buddy.
No problem. All right. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to have Jonathan Russell in studio, and we're going to be amping up a big concert that's happening later on that night on Saturday as well. It'll be a party. But till then, you guys take it easy.
Yeehaw.
Keep on fucking Tucson.